All right, all right, all right. We are back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. As usual, I'm your host, Mark Pierce. How are you today? It's Tuesday, September 8th, day after Labor Day. Hope you had a nice extra day off yesterday. Start of the work week for some of us. So what do we got going on today? Well, let's do a little bit of on this day in rock history. Not a whole lot, but there is some stuff to mention here. September 8th, 1973, Marvin Gaye starts a 2-week run at number one with Let's Get It On. 1990, Bon Jovi number one with Blaze of Glory. Who remembers that movie? Young Guns and Young Guns 2. Love those movies. Birthdays: Patsy Cline was born on this date in 1932. Love Patsy Cline. Benjamin Orr, born in 1947. Sarah Pierce says, when we were talking about, maybe we were talking about him or something, she was like, wait, what? Rick Ocasek doesn't sing all the Cars songs? And she was just like beside herself when she found this out. Never heard of Benjamin Orr. Most people, that's true. It turns out the songs that Sarah loves the most from the Cars were indeed sung by Rick Ocasek. When I pointed out the song sung by Benjamin Orr, but that's a continued story that we like to laugh about these days still. David Steele, born in 1960. We talked about them. He was from The Beat, or the English Beat, and then later Fine Young Cannibals. And then Pink was born on this date in 1979. What's not to like about Pink? What are we covering today? Well, this week, not to the day, but 2 days ago, Peter Gabriel releases his fourth album called Security officially for a little run, and then not at all. So what's that about? Well, if you remember, first of all, Peter Gabriel, English obviously, was in Genesis, and he was there for many of their albums, right? And he's a weird guy. He started dressing up on stage. He didn't even tell the band he was going to dress up on stage. He just grabbed some of his girlfriend's clothes and started dressing, and came out and dressed up out of nowhere. But he left Genesis in 1975, and it was a big deal when he left because they didn't know if the band was going to be able to continue. He was a driving creative force for them. And then, of course, Phil Collins joined. His first 4 solo albums had no title. They were just Peter Gabriel. That was really confusing for people when you wanted to order it in a catalog, because it's not like there was a picture of it or it was a catalog number, you know. And he says he wanted to, he was treating his records like they were part of a collection or something, or it's just very strange. So basically, this album, Security, was the first one where he was signed to a label in America. And the band, I think it was Geffen, they put it out under the title Security, unbeknownst to him. And I think later it just got back to not having a title. So the first 4 albums, the first one is called by fans Car. I think that's the one with Salisbury Hill, right? The next one is Scratch. We'll post the pictures of these. The one after that, Melt. His face is melting. And then this one, Security. I remember when I became a fan of his, because 1982 I had MTV, as we've talked about in the past, and they were playing his songs, and the only thing that was troublesome was you had to buy each of these cassettes in order to get the 4 or 5 songs that you wanted. There wasn't like there was a one album that was run away with all the hits that you wanted. You were just dying for a greatest hits, although I would argue that Melt was the best of the bunch. So this album Security did quite well. Charted, had a single on it that's charted number 29. That was Shock the Monkey. Everyone knows Shock the Monkey, right? It was one of the very first albums recorded on digital tape also. That was kind of interesting. The other song off of this record, I Have the Touch, the creepy song. It's so creepy, this song. It's about a guy who likes to walk around in public and when he touches other people, his hands brush up against other people. He gets a thrill out of that. It's kind of a weird song, right? And when it was redone by Heather Nova for the movie The Craft. Everyone remember The Craft? That was a good soundtrack. And actually, she did quite a good version of that. The other song that was good on that album was the band Love Spit Love, whose lead singer, Richard Butler, I believe is his name, was the lead singer of the Psychedelic Furs. So the Furs guy singing for Love Spit Love covered the Smiths' How Soon Is Now. You'd think that would be sacrilege, because that's a tough song to cover, but they actually do quite a good job. I like it. So Shock the Monkey was just because of the videos too from him, just so kind of perfect for early 80s MTV, all over MTV. Love this video. So clearly that's going to be your song of the day, is Shock the Monkey, which went to number 29, as I said, 1982 release of this record. Love this song. It's, the video, obviously very weird, but weird's right up my alley, right? What do you guys remember about Shock the Monkey? I mean, if you didn't have MTV, did you hear this song? How did you first hear this song if you didn't have MTV? Were they playing this on the radio? I don't remember. I mean, we didn't have any modern rock. We didn't even call it modern rock. Any new wave radio stations, really, in the early 80s. So I don't know who was playing it, but maybe because it went to number 29, they were playing it on American Top 40 with Casey Kasem, just after that long distance dedication. All right, so we are pretty much done. Not too bad today, right? It's Peter Gabriel, Shock the Monkey, song of the day on Tasty Tunage Tuesday. Tomorrow, there is a birthday today that I did not mention, and that's for tomorrow. It's a perfect artist for tomorrow, and I'm excited for tomorrow as well. So tune in and have a great day, and as usual, I'll catch you on the flip side.